you have ever dreamed of living in a place where nature speaks, where your morning begins with lake views and your evening ends with golf, spa, or even silence, then this place is for you. Welcome to Lakowe Lakes Golf and Country Estate here on the Lekki-Epe Expressway. This place by far is one of the most peaceful, luxurious gated communities in all of Lagos. This place is not for everyone, but if you value serenity, wellness, and long-term legacy, whether you live in Nigeria or in the US, UK, Canada, anywhere abroad, keep watching this video till the end. It might just be what you have been looking for. Welcome to this lovely lifestyle. Yes, what I'm about to show you here isn't just a property, it's a lifestyle that anyone who has worked very hard desires to live. This place is a unique gated community divided into 3 different parts, all in one estate. The first part is an 18-hole championship golf course here, which is why the misconception that this place is all for only golfers. No, do not let golfers bully you. It's for everybody who has worked very hard to make the money, right? So the first part is the large golf area. You can see where I am now is the golf club right there, okay? And you can see everywhere here is the golf area. And this golf area is scattered all over in between houses. And in this section too, we have 14 man-made lakes with varying sizes. Again, these lakes also scatter across the estate, across the residential estates, right? So that's the beauty, which is why you can actually wake up to a lake view if your property is overseeing the lake, right? So this is what we have around the golf area. Now the second part is the hospitality and leisure area. Now Mr. Africa, which is the developer of this lovely community, runs a hospitality site. So here there are cottages where you can lease for your short nights or even weekly, right? Lease for your retreats, you know, for your companies or for yourself, your family, if you do not have a property here, which is why festive periods like the Christmas or even the summer now, many people are lodged in here because the ecosystem here is one to die for. Then the third part is the real estate community, which is the residential part, which is where you come in. Okay, so now if you buy a property here in Lakowe Lakes, you'll be doing yourself and your family a huge favor of allowing that sanity. Okay, you can come in here for your summer. If you're the type who does not appreciate the hustle and bustle of Lagos, the noisy part of Lagos, this is where you can bring your family to or have a property here. And also in terms of investment, this one here avails you of a long-term legacy for yourself, right? So the value of this place cannot be overemphasized. Tell me, where else can you get such greenery? The lush greenery here is top-notch. You hear the best chirp. You see nature, right? See everything you need to see. The serenity is unbelievable. So in this video, I'm going to just give you a little touch of, you know, different parts of the golf area, the lakes, the offers we have for the residential properties. Here we have apartments, terraces, Maisonette, fully detached, and of course land for sale. We also have Lakowe Lakes extension, which land of course costs a little lower than the normal plots of land, right? So join me on this just quick tour. It's a very large area, so I'm going to touch just different places for you to see what Lakowe Lakes looks like. I'm enjoying the breeze already. If you look, you can see the trees are also having fun. The trees are not left out. Okay, so did I forget to say that here there's also an exclusive sports center. It has badminton, table tennis, swimming pools of different sizes, gym, and even bar. So everything you need is in here. So before we get to the residential area, this place I came to now is part of the hospitality and leisure area. Right in front of me here is a corporate building for meetings, conferences, retreats. Okay, and the whole of this area, what we have here is the cottages. You can see what they look like. These are the cottages where you can lease and, sorry, my tone is low because I do not want to disturb people. You can lease here and spend your weekend or as long as you want. Okay, people who also come in here for wedding receptions, they book these cottages for their guests. So you can imagine there's a place like this in Lagos, other than just going to rest in a hotel, where you can actually come into. Okay, so I don't want to go don't want to go further in so that I do not disturb the peace of the people around here. So this is the cottage area. Okay, they have many of them, right? So I'll also take it to the other section, right? So this is the hospitality and leisure, part of the hospitality and leisure area. So this is what it looks like. This is the back of some of the cottages. This is the back. And this is another side of the cottages. Lovely area. Okay. So this way is another section to the cottages. Sorry, I won't be able to go right in. Okay. So I do not disrupt the peace of the guests. So from the back view of this area, you can see what the cottages look like. So just like a mini bungalows, some 1 bed, 2 bed, people actually come in here for their summer. So this is another section, and this is a large lake. This community is very large. I won't even be able to show you every part of it, even if I wanted to. Okay, so this is the large lakes, and right in front of me, there's an open space. So you might be wondering what this space is for. It's actually not part of the golf course. It's a place where people lease, to do their events. You can lease this space here and set up an event place for your wedding. For instance, people have attended a wedding here before. People live, especially people who do not need large crowd for their weddings. People lease this large space here and install their tent here, and after the wedding, they dismantle. That's what this open place is for. Mr. Africa leases here. It's part of their hospitality department. They lease here for events, and you can see it's surrounded by lovely view, lovely lake and trees. So now I'll take you straight to the residential area. So we are just entering the residential section of Lakowe Lakes. You remember that I said there are 3 parts: the golf area, the hospitality and leisure, and then the real estate part, which is the residential area. And this is what it looks like. So I'm going to just drive through and specifically go to the places where there are offers for houses to be sold. So any place I do not show you is because I do not want to disrupt the peace of the residents. Okay, so let's just head straight. I'm taking you first of all to where there are offers, and then from there I'll take you to where there are offers for land, right, where you can build your own houses, and also show you what the annex area looks like. So this is a major road leading into the residential area with streets in between. There are a lot of villas and clusters of houses off this road. The apartments, and so this particular development is called Riom and Wese. It's right in the heart of the residential area. You can see on this side, there are fully detached houses. Everywhere is quiet. You think people aren't here, The people are just enjoying the serenity here. So what we have, the offer we have here, this is a block that has 3-bedroom apartments on the first 2 floors, and up is Maisonette. So on top you have 2-bedroom Maisonettes, and down you have large 3-bedroom apartments. Both of them all come with maid room. Maid room, also known as voice water. Okay, so this is what we have here for you, and Wesa, the prices are on the screen, and here you can get them on 12 months payment plan. Okay, so I'm very sure that seeing the value of this place and what this place can offer you, wellness, serenity, sanity, okay, long-term legacy. This is many people's dream. The reason some people have not invested here is because money is a barrier. Otherwise, this is a place that everybody loves to stay in. For the purpose of making this video short, I'm going to show you just 2 properties, and then I'll show you the land area. So we're heading out of the housing area. The residential is made up of the housing area and the residential plots of land. So where we're heading to now is residential plot of land where people buy their own land and build their own houses. Okay, for those who do not want to buy the properties here, they want to build theirs. Okay, so they buy the land. So from here, you start to see houses that look different. From here, you can see these houses are all private houses. Okay, where people, this area is area we have plots of land for sale. Okay, behind me was where we had houses for sale. So people are building their houses. You can see houses are coming up, and people have also moved in. So everywhere around Lakowe here, you can see we're away from the entertainment and recreational area. This is the main residential area. Okay, so all the rows in between. Sorry, I had to do a drive-through because it's such a large place. So you can see different streets. Sorry, you can see streets this way. Okay, these are also where plots of land have been allocated and people are building. You can see there are street lights, right? And then in front, there are many streets left and right where people are building their houses. So you will notice, I may not be driving into the streets, but just on the road, just so that you have an idea. This person is building his own house here, and you can see other houses. These ones in front, the owners have moved in. You can see the one right in front here. The owners of these ones have moved in. There are also houses in this is a close. Okay, and in this area too is where you have availability. You have available plots of land, residential plots of land to sell. And the land comes in different views. There are lake views, there are golf views, there are garden views. So lake view, for instance, means your property will be overseeing the lake. So it means your land will have lake behind it or golf course behind it. So that's what it means. So all these ones, you can see people have moved in this area. It's a very secure place. So where I'm taking you to now is called Park Villa. It's also housing by Mr. Africa. Remember, Mr. Africa is the developer that is developing this masterpiece. So they have built another villa in there. And one of the reasons is also to encourage those whose land have been allocated. Slow down. So first of all, you can see this is also golf. I told you earlier that the golf and the lakes are scattered all over the estate. So you can see a small walkway here into the golf area. So if you have land around here, is most likely going to be golf view land. Okay, so you can see the whole large land, and this is all golf course, and it's both on the left and on the right. So just keep going. So Park Villa is right in front. Is a cluster of 2-bedroom semi-detached and 3-bedroom fully detached. Okay, so there's another street on the right there. You can see those white boards are signs that the lands have been allocated to the owners. You can see the street lights on the road also. So Mr. Africa is doing housing right in here, but to also encourage those who have been allocated their land to start building. So everything I'm showing you is on the right side, because remember, this is a drive-through. Okay, straight. Remember, this is a drive-through. right? So I may not be able to show left and right. So both sides have been allocated. So in this area, you can buy your land and build your own property. So welcome to Park Villa in Lakowe. So like I said earlier, the housing section here are done in clusters. Okay, just different clusters so they can have different kinds of house types in each of them. So what we have here is 2 bedroom semi-detached and 3 bedroom fully detached. So you can see like what the villas look like. You usually have something like a semicircle, which serves as a mini roundabout. So you drive in from here, you turn all the way and go out from there. So this is what their villas look like. And then you now have the houses go all the way around this semicircle. Okay, that's what the villas look like. So what we have here in front is a line up of 2 bedroom semi-detached duplexes. And behind you have 3 bedroom fully detached duplexes. Okay, and the fully detached behind, the houses are facing the other way. There's another face front view on the other side. So the two blocks, the two lines, the semi-detached and the fully detached, they back each other. Okay, so the fully detached there are backing this way. They have another road which I'm going to show you shortly. So this is what the 2 bedroom looks like. Say there are two here. This is semi-detached 2 bedroom. These ones do not come with boys quarter or maid room like the first one I showed you. Okay, these ones don't come. So let me take you to the back just to have an idea. So like I said, this is the 2 bed semi-detached, and behind is 3 bed fully detached, and their prices are on the screen. The prices of the two house types in Park Villa are on the screen. So you can see the three bedrooms are right behind, following the same circle. The only difference is that the front of the houses are that way. There's a road in front of there too. They just give them their own front view. So this is what the back of the house looks like. Okay, so there are a couple of other apartments that are available here, right? If you do not need any of these two, for the purpose of this video not being too long, that's why I chose to show you only properties. And this area, remember, is also where you have residential plots of land. The prices also are on the screen. Okay, and I also put the prices of Lakowe Lakes Annex. I told you the annex cost less to buy the plots in annex, cost less than the plots in the Lakowe proper. So this is also part of the residential area. Okay, these are private houses where people have moved in. You can see there's a golf course here, part of the golf course. People are actually playing here right now. So you remember the golf course is scattered across the entire estate, including the lakes too. You can spot another lake in here with a golf course just next to it. Okay, so basically people's allocated lands are in between this golf course and the lake view. Sorry. They're in between the golf course and the lake view. You can see golfers are actually playing. Now remember, this is not in the recreational area where we started this video from. This is the core residential area. And you can see for yourself, that's that buggy going there. You can see for yourself that the golf course is, all scattered around here. You can see that golfer, trying to play. So the golf course is not just in that recreational area. No, it's in between houses, in between plots of lands. Okay, and the prices of the cost of land, the prices of the plots of land are also determined by the view by your land, whether it's golf that is by your land or there is lake or just garden. The prices vary. Okay, which explains why it's a bit difficult to tell anyone the cost of a plot of land in Lakowe, because it all depends on view, right? Okay, so this is it. You can see this is still a developing part of the residential area because it's where you get residential plots of land. Yes, it's just exciting. Just the trees alone, everything here is properly managed. Okay, and it takes a lot of skill, integrity, okay, to be able to put things together, even when the resources is available. Okay, so let me take you to where the Lakowe Lakes Annex is just only plot of land you see around there. And by the way, the access road to the annex is not from the Lakowe Lakes proper. There's another access road, but currently they can access it from there. So it's basically land, and the lands are cheaper because development is still coming there. And once you pay, you get your allocation also in the annex. So annex is mostly for those who want to buy for keeps, because many people want to buy properties in Lakowe, but some of them complain that is above their budget. Okay, but with Lakowe Lakes Annex, you can buy to keep and it's a lot cheaper. Okay, so let's head to the annex. Okay, so we're heading to the Lakowe Lakes Annex. You can see the streets and there are houses also on this road. People have actually moved in this side. So I want to show you where the annex starts from. Like I said earlier, this is not the original access to the annex. Okay, but for now, this is what we use to because it's just parked somewhere. So let me just come down and show you briefly where the annex is, because I've been getting questions. Why not? I've been getting questions on where the annex is. So you can see where we drove in from. These streets, those people are walking. These ones have completed. And so this is the annex. You can see that gate there. This is the gate. It's a temporary access. The gate leading to annex is not developed yet, but there's a lot of work ongoing there. And you can see there's a large lake, very large lake, okay, that makes the houses, the plots of land before and after it, waterfront houses. So if you look in, you will see on that signage there, it's being covered by trees. You can see Lakowe Lakes Annex. You can see it in there. So this large, very long lake demarcates the Lakowe Lakes Golf and Country Estate proper and the Lakowe Lakes Annex. So this is the gate, right? So there isn't much difference, and they will also have access to the facilities in this particular estate where I'm standing in now. So that's where the annex is. And you can see the whole of this road too. Everything here is tarred. Most of the land around here have been sold and allocated to the owners. And if you walk this road, the road you see in front there on the right is a close, and two people have built and are living there. It's a very safe environment. So this is it about the annex. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tour, and I hope it wasn't too long. If you watched it up to this point, please kindly hit the subscribe button so that you can see other of my videos, and watch till the end, because I have a whole playlist of different videos of this beautiful community. Okay, and by the way, right behind me here is another section of golf right in the residential area, and this is another beautiful lake. So please, if you are interested in serenity, long-term legacy, in a place that looks clearly like success, give me a call and I'll be here to take you by the hand, answer all your questions, because I'm sure you have many of them while watching this video. I'll be here to take up all your questions. And if you're interested in any of our offers, the Maisonette, apartments, fully detached, semi-detached, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next one. Remember to share this with your family and friends about this beautiful community that has all the access. The prices on the videos in the playlist may be a bit outdated. This video has the current prices, okay? But I'm sure you will see things in those videos that are probably not in this video, because Lakowe Lakes is a very large place. You can't cover it in a day. See you in my next one. Thanks so much.